Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Shrine of Anubis. If you're new here, welcome, and if you have been here before, welcome back and nice to see you again. So, tonight's topic is not a topic I wanted to cover while I was in the shower last week. So I had a brilliant idea and I forgot because I didn't write it down. So tonight we're going to have a bit of a different topic from what I originally wanted. And that is, I don't pray. How can I honor the deceased? So, again, here is an inquiry that nobody asked, but it came to mind while analyzing and thinking about today's topic for this video. And so, something I've noticed along the years is that a lot of people don't really pray. They are not religious. They do not follow religion. They do not go to church. They identify as anything else except any branch within Christianity. Many people these days do not enjoy church or religion or organized systems of religious beliefs systems. So, a common thing that I've observed here is that they have one concern in common, and that is how can I honor my deceased grandmother or mother, aunt, whomever, without praying? You have to understand, though, that praying is universal. It is not just limited to Christianity. Praying is actually communicating with a higher power, a higher cosmic force, a creator of sorts, to communicate a concern, a wish or desire, or inquiry that you would like to have an answer to or to have resolved. Why do many people pray? Because they want something. It could be material, it could be health, it could be love, it could be for somebody else, maybe for themselves. There are many ways that people pray and different intentions as to why they pray in the first place. They can either pray to a god, goddess, the Christian god, or a pagan god, like myself with Anubis, for example. That would be considered paganism because I do not belong to Christianity. So maybe even none of them at all. Some people pray to their higher self. And I'm not sure if that part counts as Satanism, maybe, question mark. I'm not sure. If you're a Satanist, let me know down below. But not everybody believes in a higher power outside themselves. Some people consider themselves to be that higher power, the one in control of their life, of their actions, and the consequences that they will get for their actions. So they do not necessarily rely on an external force to concede their prayers. So depending on how you look at it, praying is not limited to Christianity alone. So prayer is something that's pretty much universal, and it's not really tied down to any religion in particular. So, again, going back to the main topic of this video, you simply do not pray. Let's put it how it is. What can you do? How can you honor the deceased? I can relate because I'm not someone who prays myself. I am mostly the type of person to hold an intention in that moment and then I let it go. I don't really insist on it or persist or whatever. I just hold the intention once and I let it go and I forget about it. I don't really pray unless I am doing some kind of working with Anubis, whether for good or I wouldn't say bad, but to correct some things. And a little spoiler alert, I have done a sour jar with him and he has delivered results in 2 weeks in the most unexpected way. But that is something that I will talk about further at some point, maybe in October. So I may address this topic. It was to correct a person's behavior. Someone was talking shit somewhere, and it was time to fuck them up a little bit so that they could get their own damn medicine. So it was mostly a sour dark working to correct this behavior in this person by shutting them the fuck up, by breaking their connection with someone that they love because it gives them money. And Anubis has delivered fantastic results in a very unexpected way. So at some point in the near future, when this working is done, I'll let you know how exactly everything went down. So going back to the subject here, how can you honor the deceased when you do not pray? It's very simple. It's pretty much just like setting up an altar for that loved one. You can put a picture of them. If you don't have it, you can simply designate an area or corner or space somewhere in your home where this space is dedicated to them. Doesn't matter if you don't have a picture of them. I don't have pictures of many people in my family that have moved on, whether because they are really far past ancestors or I didn't really have a connection with them, so I don't care. So it depends on your situation. So it's not exactly necessary to have a picture in a corner. You can proceed to leave them a white candle with a glass of water, perhaps a piece of bread, and maybe some sort of myrrh or frankincense. Now, you can have either incense sticks of myrrh and frankincense, or the cones, or the resin, depending on the type of style that you prefer to burn these herbs? Question mark? I highly doubt they're herbs, but anyways, boomer moment. So you don't have to go big, especially if your economic situation is not very good. Okay, especially during these crazy ass times where everything apparently is open, but our employers are cutting off hours and we don't know what the fuck to do with our lives and our bills and the rent and everything. It's okay. You don't have to go crazy to honor someone that you love, but you don't pray because you don't like praying or for whatever reason. You can still honor them. And before I forget, you can also put flowers in your altar for them as well. Typically, white flowers. You don't have to be that exact. If there are flowers that call your attention, that grab you, that you resonate with, you can also feel free to obtain the flowers that you wish. And if you know what type of flowers they enjoyed in their lifetime, by all means, feel free to offer those as well. If you know that information. So these are just very simple ways to have a very basic but still powerful altar, whether for your ancestors or someone in your family that moved on and passed away. You do not have to pray during these offerings, but you can hold the intention in your mind that as I offer this bread or this water or these flowers, I send my intent and my energy and the energy of this object to blank. So specify the name of the person that you wish to dedicate this to. So to summarize this video, you don't have to pray as you make an offering while honoring the deceased or while setting up an altar to the deceased or a specific ancestor, or a lot of people tend to be scared of not praying Even though they're not religious, even though they don't resonate with praying, they don't even have to dislike religion. Some people just don't like to pray. For example, I used to feel stupid when I was a teenager, so I never really prayed. So it doesn't really matter what the reason is, but you don't really have to pray. But holding the intention really matters and counts. So if you want to honor them and offer them something, you have to hold the intention in your heart of what you want to do with this offering, for example, or for this altar that you're setting up for them. Some people are afraid of not praying and having things go wrong. Personally, I barely pray myself, and it's been over 10 years that I broke free from organized religion. Nothing has really happened. Life is still fucked up. So if you're carrying with you these program patterns that, oh, if you don't pray, you will go to hell, I would take a closer look to the reason why you feel intimidated into praying, because it's not coming from a place of unconditional love and light, or discard the light. It's not coming from a place of unconditional love. And it's actually coming more from a place of fear and intimidation tactics. So if I were you, and if you can relate, then I would suggest that you observe the situation and analyze why you have been intimidated into praying. If you, quote unquote, want good things to happen to you. Again, intimidation tactics, manipulation tactics everywhere. So I understand why so many people fucking hate religion, and I cannot blame them, because I have been there myself, and I still am, kind of. But to summarize this video, you don't pray, how can you honor the deceased? It's very simple. You can do the same thing other people do with their ancestors or their deceased loved ones, without really adding the praying part. Some people may pray the Psalms of the Bible or some other excerpts of the Bible or whatever. I'm no Bible expert. I don't know how that works. Some have specific Christian booklets with prayers. I would never really suggest that you follow an exact writing to pray for something, because you are lowering your frequency and your energy into that energy whenever it was written. So I feel that you're shrinking yourself into some piece of writing. So if you do ever want to pray, do not follow any booklets and speak from the heart. I feel that it reaches out way better than following a booklet of prayers or psalms or whatever. But of course, if you're the type that's watching this video and you enjoy the psalms, by all means, feel free to do so. But this video is mostly addressed to those of you who do not pray, but still want to somehow connect with your ancestors through an altar or some sort of offering for these ancestors or people in your life that have moved on. You don't have to pray if you don't want to, if you do not resonate with it. Just if you want to connect with these people who are no longer here, hold the intention in your heart. And if you make an offering to them in an altar or in a special corner, hold that intention in your heart. I offer this blank to blank for this reason. Explain. And leave the offering. You can either consume it later on, or you can discard it in nature if it's safe for the animals to consume. If it can decompose as well. We don't really want to fuck up the earth more than it already is. And you can just skip altogether the praying part. So I really hope that answers this random question that nobody asked, but I came up with it on my own. Maybe it will help you out. Maybe you will be able to relate, or somebody else that you know. Let me know down below in the comment section. I would love to know, do you pray or not? Personally, I rarely pray myself, mostly because I just don't feel like it. And second, I feel it's unnecessary to be so persistent. And third, I know that they listen to me on the first try. So I don't really like to be annoying with with Anubis. Um, Although I know it's rare when he gets angry or upset or annoyed or whatever. He actually gets annoyed when I am too shy around him. I don't know what's up with these gods with wanting me to loosen up. I don't know. Maybe I just need a white cloth to chill the fuck out and relax around them. Maybe that's a problem here. However, I am getting distracted from the main topic. Again, let me know down below whether you pray or not, why you pray or why not. And yeah, I really look forward to your thoughts and what you have to share with me in the comments down below. So before I let you go, of course, do not forget to subscribe to the channel, click on the bell button, and click on see all so that you can get all the notifications of any future uploads that I'll be making on this channel. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.